Let's continue talking NFL football and check out this quote from Aaron Rodgers after the Packers lost in the NFC Championship game to the Falcons. The Green Bay quarterback said, "We need to reload. I don't think we need to rebuild. We need to reload. We got a lot of players who are young." With that, let's bring in two-time Super Bowl champion Bryant McFadden. We're going to continue talking about the Green Bay Packers. They had a nice run to finish the season, won 8 straight to get into the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Magic kind of fell short against the Falcons, 44-21. They came up short. Rodgers says they just need to retool. In your opinion, B-Mac, what is the Packers' number one offseason priority?
They got to find their running back. You know, Ty Montgomery is a converted running back. Of course, he's a wide receiver. They had no depth behind Montgomery. If they can find a quality running back, they can be unstoppable.
But what about the guys that they had, Eddie Lacy and James Starks? If those guys can get back to health, they were hoping that
durability is an issue. And Eddie Lacy, before the injury, we know about his weight concerns. That's going to be an issue. And my goodness, we don't know what type of weight he's gained since he's been on the shelf.
You know, he was working out with the Tybo guy in the offseason. He was supposed to.
He's up for a contract.
Okay.
That's the thing. So, of course, he's trying to strike big. I doubt there's a team that's going to go out on a limb and try to give him a nice, handsome paycheck. But they have to find a way to run the football. I don't know if they feel like any one of these guys, granted, Ty Montgomery is a utility type of player, but Eddie Lacy, James Starks, Christian Michael, these are guys that are considered not necessarily vets, but they've been around for quite some time and haven't done anything for me to feel like this is the future of the franchise when it comes to the running back position. So I'm not necessarily saying they got to go out and draft a guy extremely high because, you know, they will be in the latter part of the first round, but maybe via free agency. I mean, if you can get you a quality, durable, dependable running back behind Aaron Rodgers, you have to like their chances. Maybe a guy like, who knows what happened with Adrian Peterson?
Wow.
I mean, if you can put Adrian Peterson with Aaron Rodgers
for a cheap contract,
it's not going to be too cheap because, you know, he likes getting paid a lot. He gets paid a lot, but I'm just throwing names out there.
Right. I'm just a little surprised, obviously, with the promise that Eddie Lacy has shown when he is healthy. I'm surprised. But I'm surprised you wouldn't go with cornerbacks, a place where they had some injuries. It looked like they didn't have the depth. And obviously, the secondary got torched today.
Well, their best corner has been out for the majority of the year in Sam Shields.
Right.
You know, he will be back. He is their number one guy, the guy that would follow a guy like Julio if he was healthy. So I look at the secondary. You had a lot of injuries throughout the season, especially to the corners. And they're all young, right? They showed progress here and there, but a guy like Gunter, he's a free agent, so I wasn't expecting to see this guy just play lights out against a Julio. But if you can get Sam Shields back, Randall, Quentin Rollins, these guys can stay healthy, you're okay in that position. I think running back, because the lead rusher today was Aaron Rodgers.
That's a problem. When your quarterback leads you in carries and rushes, not carries, but rushing yards.
The first time they played against Atlanta, he led the team in rushing.
Yeah. They had some issues. And you mentioned before, you just can't be one-dimensional and try to get to the Super Bowl.
You can't. If you can find this guy a running back, I mean, maybe you want to draft a guy. You know, like I said, I just thought about Adrian Peterson. I mean, you probably can get Adrian Peterson for a decent price, knowing that he's playing with Aaron Rodgers. He's trying to get to a ship.
Yeah, and obviously the Green Bay Packers not too far away.
No.
And you know Adrian Peterson is a guy, I believe he's about to turn 32, if he's not 32 already. He wants to win right now.
Right now.
So we'll certainly see.
2-year deal.
Yep.
Let's rock and roll, AP.
We'll see what type of moves the Green Bay Packers make to try to make another run at the Super Bowl.